started playing me some of the stuff he wanted to do, and it was just, it was awesome. It wasn't just one particular style; it was several. And so I kind of get burnt out doing the same thing over and over again. So yeah, that ended up working out. That particular project at the time didn't, and I ended up going to jam with some other people. But I always told them, I'm still going to hang on and stay in touch with you, because one day we might actually find the chemistry of the third person that we're looking for. And
I knew who it was the whole time too. I knew the whole time. I knew exactly who we needed to be.
He was telling me who it was the whole time.
Yeah, and I ended up meeting Andres through a tryout for a cover band we were in. I don't even know if we have a name for that band or not.
Zagan, I don't know.
Oh, Zag and the Dragon. Yeah.
Which I never understood what that meant, but nevertheless,
Yeah, it was
that fizzled out, and then a couple months went by, and I asked him, he's like, do you want to jam? It's like, well, let's see what Jeff's doing.
Well, before that, you came in, you were like, how do you know Jeff?
Yeah.
And I was like, So I was like, yeah. For about a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
Because we've known each other since we were 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can follow that up when we get to
Well,
band
and
discussions.
again, that's why it's going back and forth
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
It's kind of flowing. It's a free question. Anybody can start this one. What prior experience or influences do you think make you uniquely a good fit for this band and its particular compositions?
Open-mindedness
great
for starters, because I mean, we do all kinds of different stuff. It's never one particular style, and I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Not necessarily ad-libbing.
Versatility?
Versatility is one. Just come up with an idea.
It becomes very cohesive when we start saying, like, all right, let's try this. No, okay, let's try this. Hey, what if we were to throw this in there?
Yeah,
Because a
sometimes
lot of the songs
Yep.
are going la la la.
Yep. And sometimes, like, anyone would think of that, that idea, and be like, "How the hell is that even going to work?" And that's kind of become almost our thumbprint, is that we make it work. And it's just, I think, and I'll throw this guys out, and you guys can agree or disagree, but it's what I call musical maturity. Like, all of us, we have our focus, we have our strengths. As a band, I think maybe we're stronger than the sum of our parts. And it's because all of us can look at what we're doing and go, it's not like, oh, well, I'm a metal player, or I'm a jazz player, or I'm a funk player. It's like, no, that fits the song we're trying to write, so let's just do it. And we're all able to do that. And the music is
Better
benefiting.
for it.
Yeah.
Again, that goes back to versatility. You're not just a blues player, or not just a metal drummer, or not just whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I still hit hard as hell.
Yeah.
Oh,
I go through lumber.
The hell you said.
Great
We
graphite
don't need
sticks.
to. We don't need to know about your wood.
Oh! Shots fired.
Ow. So when that process is going on, what happens more often? Somebody comes in and says, "Hey, I was goofing around, and here's my idea," or you guys come together and you're talking and goofing around, and it just kind of gels.
Both, actually.
Yeah.
Because we all three come up with ideas individually, and then sometimes we'll come in here and get a sound level, and Chuck will be like, all right, I'm going to play this, and then Andres comes up with a beat for it, and then
Yep.
I kind of come in between the two.
And then there are other times. I was up here yesterday just farting off by myself, and I pulled up drums and I started writing, and it just, in about an hour, I had written just about a whole song. I wrote 3 parts that I was completely happy with, and I'll record it and I'll get it to these guys. And I write around the drums, which I'm blessed to be jamming with this guy. But I'll give them the parts, and Andres will just come up with the most brilliantly perfect fitting piece that's not the can drums that I used, but it works. And now we've got a song that we're done. It's like, okay, you write your part, I write my part, we do this part, what do we want to add? Here's a little salt and pepper, done. And then sometimes it goes like how Gary was saying, where one of us will go, hey, I kind of got this thing. And kind of just start working on it, a couple of beats at a time. Like, hold on, what are you doing, man? That's weird. That's in like 7 beats. Like, okay, well, it's in 7 time. Deal with it.
But only for this measure.
Yeah, and then we have it, and,
I found out we all count differently.
Yeah. 1, 11, 4. No.
6.
Okay, what is the end of 1?
Yeah.
Because number 2 starts.
Yep.
1, 1.5, 1 3/4.
Yep.
Now that does kind of lead me into a touchy area. Obviously, when we talk in 2026 about creations, music, and samples and things like that, there's a lot of people with very strong opinions about modelers, AI, stubs, things like that. What are your thoughts?
I think AI is pretty good for certain things, but I don't know. It's got to come from the heart, musically.
There's an emotional response not having a singer sing words. The notes that they're making registers with people. It makes them feel an emotion, and that's what we're looking for. You can feed so much into machine learning and AI, but it's going to be robotic.
Yep. There's no emotion involved.
There's no passion. Think of any type of classical music. Those all invoke feeling. Of all these 4 seasons, there's a big difference between summer and winter. The way it sounds, the speed.
It might also sound different if it's the London Symphony Orchestra or the Fort Worth Symphony
Yeah,
Orchestra,
that's right.
even though it's the same notes on the same paper.
That's right.
And I know you use modeling because it gives you consistency.
Yeah. I don't have a problem at all with modeling, because at the end of the day, the speakers and the amplifier behind you move air. It makes sound. I push the guitar down and it makes noise. Stuff comes out. What I can't really endorse. Not that. I don't. That's not where I want to go.
Stricken from the record.
Yeah. What I'm not on board with is AI creation of music as an end product. There's an organic, living nature to music that's written by human beings, and you can tell when it's not there. AI music is very predictable because it can only do what it's told. And so when you're sitting there, you're telling it follows a very direct path. And as we are proving with the music that we write, we don't follow a direct path. And there's just something to that. There's something very human that's missing from AI music. So I'm not really into that. But
If it lets you get a idea down that you can share
Sure.
with your bandmates,
Absolutely.
it's
Absolutely.
a consistent performance.
Yep.
So
And our drummer he's got a sample pad back there that we've been screaming to start implementing because we've got ideas for that, but it's still part of a live performance.
Right.
It's not something written by some inhuman device.
Do you think that your unique time signatures and ways of presenting your compositions make it less likely that you're going to be scraped by AI and your music copied into somebody else's performance?
Yeah. I don't think AI wants anything to do with what we're doing.
You never know. There might be one jealous person
It's
out
the
there.
logical next question. Let's go there.
And plus, you've got people out there that want to play music but are convinced that they can't. So there's a guy that I follow on TikTok, and he does full AI songs, and I've ran across a few that's not bad. It's like, however,
True confession time, I just finished up a project I've been working on for 13 years. We brought in all kinds of people over that time. The music and the lyrics and everything had all been established over the last decade and almost a half. And about 2 months ago, the author, composer, told us, okay, your services are no longer needed, the whole thing is done, it's an anime that I did with AI.
So he almost did the David Coverdale.
Well, the nice thing is he did use my image in a couple of episodes and I got paid for that.
Okay.
So there is that, but at the same time, it's like, we've been working on this. We'd spent hours, we'd spent weekends working on this, but we couldn't get it the way he wanted. All right. I've got other questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I like this one. I'm going to split the difference on this one. I get 2 for 1. If you could open for any artist, who would it be? I know you've opened for some great artists.
You guys go ahead. I'll...
first.
I'm not really limited on. I wouldn't mind opening up for anybody that's at least relatively close to our style, or not for that matter.
Yeah.
There's not really a lot of people out there that I don't like. There's certain people that I don't really care for their style, but they might be cool people. But that doesn't mean that they're not worth hearing.
Me would either be Dream Theater, Opeth, or Gojira.
Good choices.
Yeah.
You're not getting out of this.
No, I don't want out of it. It's just I never actually really sat down and thought about it. Because a lot of the bands that I would really love to open for, we don't really jive with them.
That does not seem to be a problem in the DFW music scene.
Yeah,
Right.
Some of the
Look at
bands
some of
I've
the
opened
bills.
for is
Yeah, no, I mean,
They're very multicultural.
yes.
a show that I honestly I would love it, and it's not even a big time show. I would love to open for Travis Larson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see
those
that.
guys. I mean, they're a trio. They're an instrumental trio, just like us. They're a little bit more fusiony,
You
but
could warm up the audience's
Yeah.
ears for
sure,
that.
no, absolutely. And they're definitely not. They don't have the heavier side of the stuff that we're influenced by. But man, that just to know that we were at a show where people were there ready to see that kind of stuff would be awesome.
I think I'll throw the Aristocrats onto your bill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a high bar, man.
It would
So Travis Larson.
It's a great bill though for people who enjoy that kind of music.
Yeah, no, 100%.